Oh my god. Oh god. Wow, I'm an idiot. I've just been sitting here talking with my mic muted. So, let's try this again. Hey guys, Elisa Mousy here. As you can see here, I have a microphone now, so hopefully you can hear me a lot better. Let me turn this up a bit. Still using my tablet for chat viewing because I don't have two monitors, so I can't show stuff up. So this is how I see me and my webcam. This is how I see anything that you guys say. But anyway, hopefully this will go a lot better than it did last week. Also, I'm sorry for any like weird ambient noise things going on. I literally bought my microphone yesterday, so I'm still working out some settings with it. Might be too loud, but I'll work on that. So Planet Zoo. In case anyone was wondering if they did see that I had my Monster Prom stream last week that I immediately took down because of how awful it was. The reason that I'm not doing that again this week is because those voices really killed my throat. So we're gonna take it nice and easy, gonna do it nice and simple here with Planet Zoo. I know a lot of people probably do like franchise mode for this. I don't like franchise mode because I don't like having to be tethered to the internet to actually do my zoos. Actually, I think you have to be anyway. I don't think the game even opens without the internet. But, so, luckily, they have challenge mode, which is basically franchise mode, but, okay, I'm just going to, no, shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, I had something that I did a while ago, that I started, and then I wanted to try and do it in a little bit fancier, complicated way here on stream. So let's immediately, yes, exit to main menu. Also, oh god. This is really picking up my laptop's fan. Shit. Because again, I'm using a laptop and I'm sorry, give me 2 seconds to futz with this. Is that better? That. No. Shit. How about this? What does that do? What does that do? There, that seems a little bit better. I don't know if that was me messing with the mic or, what do you call it? Or just if my laptop, fans have gone down. But, this is how we do this. Okay. Cool. So, start a new one. And we are going to start it not in the middle of the ocean. Why? Is Hawaii really that far out? I'm sorry. Let's start. I usually do temperate area zoos. So we are going to kind of run this as a pseudo franchise, but being offline. But what I'm going to be doing is something that I call the A to Z challenge. Basically, what happens is, if you don't know anything about this game, there's something called the Zoopedia, which has all of the information for all of the animals that you need. I can show it to you as soon as this loads. But basically all of the animals are listed in the Zoopedia. Let's pause this. All in alphabetical order. So, damn it. If anyone knows a way to, like, minimize the fan usage on my computer while I'm streaming, that would be amazing. But I guess we're living with this now. Anyway, so basically what we've got is we've got animals listed in, well, alphabetical order. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with an aardvark. I'm going to get aardvarks from the zoo, and we're just going to go down this list. We're not going to get anything else, regardless of how available it is, how cheap, until we get whatever is next on the list. For some of these, it's going to be a little bit easier. Some of them, it's going to be a hell of a lot harder. Like the African elephants, because those don't show up in the Animal Trading Center very often. And when they do, they're very expensive. But, oh my god. I am so sorry. I keep getting distracted about my computer's fan. I'm sorry. I'm gonna see if I can... if there's a setting in this other thing. Oh, jeez. Okay, I guess I'm not getting that fixed. Okay. So again, I'll look into that later if anyone knows how I can do that. Of course, the old streaming software that I was using had a thing where it turned down the fans. But that old streaming software caused a bunch of problems on its own, whereas this one functions much better. I mean, if you guys can hear me the way that I hear me, then it's a lot less crackly. But anyway, so like I said, our first object is going to be aardvarks. But before that, we are going to need a trading center. So we're going to get the paths. Okay, yeah, asphalt matches. And we are going to want to give it square edges. Nope, line to grid. Okay. So I a lot of times like doing the curved paths, but at the same time, this makes it nice and much more easily structured. So we can have a nice little plaza right here. Also, I am sorry at the fact that, you know, because this is live and not a recording, that some of, like, my building stuff is going to take a long time, because I can't really time-lapse it, but that's fine. For me, anyway. I really hope that I don't bore you guys too much. Okay, so that's going to be a nice big open plaza. We're going to go to staff paths up here, We have to make sure that we have all of our staff facilities that we need. But in having them, they have kind of a radius that of things that guests don't, oh, not construction facilities, that guests don't really like. Like, it has a negative effect on how they are feeling about the whole thing. So we are going to vertical snap. Nope. And we'll do the building. Okay, maybe I do need that. Sorry, these are also like some settings that I haven't played before, or rather played with. So we've got a keeper hut. We have a quarantine. We are going to have a vet surgery right next to it. Gonna have the staff room, which that is gonna have a little curved. In the research center, we're actually going to have right here. I hope that'll be good. The workshop will be right here, and our most important building, our trade center, is going to be over here. And these are our staff facilities. Obviously, next, after our staff facilities, we need staff. I always start out with one caretaker, one keeper, one mechanic, and a vet. Now, I'm sure you'll notice that I don't have security, vendors, or educators. That would be because I usually don't put up an actual, like, educator system type thing. I don't start off with the vendors, and I usually start off so small that I don't need security. Basically, it's just a little way to save your money at the beginning of it, which is also why I am lowering everybody's wages at first, except the caretaker, because I can't, because I still want all of my staff to be happy. So with all of the staff here now, I am going to, and yes, they're floating because it's still paused. Now, because I don't have anything with vendors and I don't do that, I am still going to address the fact that guests are going to want things to eat and drink, because luckily, this wasn't available at first, but this came with an update. They put in vending machines. Now, anyone who knows me in person will know that I can get kind of obsessed with this game. And in being obsessed with this game, I have learned a lot. No, I kind of taught myself a lot of, I am primarily self-taught with this game, and I just hit the wrong button, but we're good. So if you guys play this at all, actually, and you have any advice for me, advice is welcome. As silly as that may sound, like, I'm not willing to do the research on my own. Where is... Oh, bins are gonna be in here, because I need these. Yeah, I don't want to do the work of the research myself, but why does it keep snapping there? Okay, that's weird. If you have any advice to give to me from playing this game yourself or having seen other people play, feel free to, like, shoot me some advice, tell me what you think. Okay, and we are going to start That is a bigger plaza than I expected it to be, but I can work with that. So now we go to the trade center. And that would be something from one of my old. We are going to look for aardvarks. Now, I always prefer, when possible, to start out with a breeding pair. These genetics are very, very, very bad. But she's the only female we've got. So let's look through these. Okay, yeah, the most expensive one is the best. That makes sense. So we have our breeding pair of aardvarks, who we are going to send to quarantine first. And while that is running, and they are doing their thing, we are going to head over back to the Zoopedia. I'm going to look in their natural habitat, see how much space they need. For 2 adults, they will need 390 square meters. Now, I will tell you right now, I am really, really bad at trying to gauge how big that is, so usually I end up making it way bigger than it needs to be. And adding a juvenile, because breeding pair, they're going to have babies. We're going to want 420. And they need 1.65 feet, barrier grade 2. So we are going to go into barriers. And we want... Ooh, there it is. What is a viewing dome and... Oh! Sorry, there was a new pack released earlier this week, and I think the free update came with that release. So that is something new that we can play with later for more aquatic animals like the penguins and the otters and seals. But for now, because we don't have any of those, we only have aardvarks in quarantine, we will start off with the chain link fence, I think, because... No, because the chain link is 2, glass is 3. Okay, serious injury discovered. That makes... So one of these is hurt. So one of these is not ready to pass quarantine. Oh, because it's at the vet. I was like, why is it not there? Because it is here. But I don't have anywhere to put them, so... Go back to barriers. Yeah, we'll go with the glass. Let's do... Will that... Sorry, I am seeing... Okay. Just playing with some stuff. So we are going to... Okay, we don't want angle snap because that's not going to be very good. Now, we are going to want it to come out here, here, with that, we are going to have our habitat gate right here, but I want to fix that. Yep. I know that guests can't actually step into that, but it makes me feel better. So how big is this? Yep. 816 square meters. I told you I am really bad at getting those all set. So everyone's probably really upset that there are no animals to see, so let's fix that. put them in here. And yes, I also pause anytime that I do any work in this, and we are going to edit the barrier. This is something that I just started doing recently, where I make part of it unable to be seen through so that they can have some sort of feeling of privacy. We are going to create a path back this way. I guess we have to take that off there. Make this a little bit more narrow. I probably should have put the path first, but lesson learned. And we will work from there. Next we want to go into habitats. We're going to see, oh, not blueprints. We are going to filter it for the aardvark. Now, the water pipe is my favorite for giving them water, because that means that they can, that I don't have to worry about going in and refilling the water. Most of the other time, I will put in like a pool or something, but because these guys don't need any traversable water, that saves me from having to set up a water treatment plant yet. So we're gonna put their water, let's say over here. And we're gonna put their food bowl over here. I think the temperature is fine for them now. We don't have any enrichment because we haven't done any research yet. And these are, you know, the hard shelters that they give, but I just recently started figuring out how to build my own, but I don't really know how to do that yet for this. And luckily, aardvarks burrow. So how can I... Why? What? Not? Okay, this weird. That should have let me get to a more rotating. Now I need to. Okay, so the barriers, or not the barriers, the burrow, I guess, can only be rotated in the 4 directions. Okay, lesson learned. So actually, now that I think about it, let's put this a little bit further back for them. We are going to go into our research. Oh, I see. My bad. I thought I put in a workshop, but I forgot to, after I clicked on the workshop thing, I forgot to actually select a workshop. So let's fix that, because we want to do some mechanical and vet research. Now, because nothing is sick right now, to wait for them to actually arrive at the zoo, so get in the thing before it'll show that they're there. But we want to get, one of the first things that I always want to do when it comes to mechanic research is barriers. Because barriers are, there are 2 kinds that are very, very important. And that would be the one-way glass, because some animals get really, really nervous around people. And the other, or not even just around people, if they feel like they are being seen by people, it will stress them out a lot, and that can be really bad for their welfare. So one-way glass is very important. In fact, as soon as I unlock that, I'm gonna have to replace this. and the other is the electric fence, because there are some animals that need a really, really high barrier level, but the only ones available are actually the ones that people wouldn't be able to see through, like this red brick. So fix that by getting an electric fence, but that's, I think, like one of the last things that you can unlock. So, wait, did I go back and select vet research? No. So, the vet research is how we can unlock more items for these animals. It's how we can upgrade the quality of their food. And I think it might give them more nuanced shelters, but I'm not sure. So now that that is taken care of, what we want to do is we want to fix the terrain. Always want to fix the terrain. So as you can see, we have problems with the short grass, the long grass, and the soil. There is too much, way too much long grass. So we're gonna go here into terrain. As we continue on with this, I don't think I'll be doing kind of as much like plain out explaining, because you'll kind of get the gist of what I'm doing. But for right now, I don't know how many of you, yep, you've got way too much short grass. Okay, so we'll add a little bit more long grass back in, and then we are going to gonna get some soil over here. Doesn't look great, but it could be worse. And they don't need any plant coverage. I don't have anything for them for enrichment. So right now we're just gonna let them go. Oh, donation boxes. We need, I can probably, because that seems like the kind of far away that guests are going to complain about. My new mic is great. Thanks! It was expensive. But no, really, I do love this thing. Okay, yeah, so that's a little bit closer. So we are good there. Again, I am sorry about the sound of my computer's fan. Like, I can hear it. So if that bothers any of you guys, I am so sorry. So we want to go facilities. And it's the finance ones that give us our donation boxes. So let's see, guests are probably going to gather here, here, and here, and we'll see where it goes from there. Construction. We will put... No, it's not in construction. Where is it? Okay, yeah, it was in facilities. Social media, we are going to want to have that. That's not what I meant to do. We're going to have an education stand here. Just going to teach people about the aardvarks. And we are going to... Oh god, that's too big. It always takes me a little while to find the actual... because that's way too small. Oh god, that's a billboard. That is also a billboard. That's gonna be even bigger. That's still too big. Still too big. Way too big. Yes, I know I can read these, and it's too small. 2 meters. Okay, yeah, the 2 meters is good. So we are going to mount this here, because this is one of my favorite things that they added. is burrow cams, which they added when they added burrows. So anytime either of these go down in there, then like guests can still see them, and I absolutely love that. Just stick another donation box there real quick. Let's see, are you hiding here because you are stressed? Yes. That is the thing that can get a little bit frustrating, is that they seem to be really stupid in that they don't realize that they can just go in here to fix their stress levels. So what challenges do we have? 2 different habitat species, guest numbers, and education. Let's put up another signpost, another education signboard here for the aardvarks. And then we are going to put an educational speaker right here for, again, the aardvarks. And that'll go... yeah, about that far is good. So what's our education? Yeah, education is really, really low, but that's totally fine, because, I mean, we have 2 animals. We just started out. We're still... okay, yeah, it says, like, late June, but that's still pretty early, considering all the time that we spent, and yes, I know most of it was paused, but the time that we spent building stuff up, and yeah, you're getting stressed out again. I guess if they, like, get far enough from the barrier, then they don't feel as stressed out. I don't know if it's like their visual range or what. But again, the one-way glass is going to be very important to switch that out for. Now, I guess, because that's not enough money for me to really want to do anything yet. So, or rather do anything new. So I guess we're gonna just chill out here for a little bit. Get one of these views. And just kind of watch it. See how we do. It's very sweet. Very, very sweet. They're so cute. Can't wait till one of them has babies, and oh look, there's poop. Sorry, this is one of the things that I really missed, that I wish that they had in Planet Zoo, that they had way, way back when in Zoo Tycoon 2, which was the ability to go in, like, by yourself as a keeper and do all of the keeper jobs. Unfortunately, you have to rely on the staff to do all of that, but thankfully they fixed so much. I mean, like, I love this game. I got really, really excited. Like, I nerded out big time when I first saw it was announced. I pre-ordered it. Okay, now it's yelling at me to get a security guard, so let's get a security guard. But, like, I pre-ordered it. I got access to the early beta. There were so many bugs when this thing first started out. Like, one of the biggest problems was the staff. So it was really hard to actually get them to do the stuff that they needed to do. It was so incredibly frustrating. Alright, well, we have a barrel feeder. as our first enrichment item, so hopefully they'll enjoy that. Let's see, sorry, I gotta get something to sit my butt on, because I am sitting on the floor right now, and my butt hurts. So, especially because I slept in the shower a couple days ago and landed partially on my butt. So that's still a little sore too. So yeah, just wandering around. Ideally, I want to wait until this gets relatively consistently up to 20,000 before I started on anything, because I don't want to go broke. But let's see what animal is next after this. I didn't mean to refresh the list. Or do that. Okay, so next is the attics. Let's just see what there are. There's none in there anyway, which is the other problem. When I was doing this before on my own, I did it on easy. I genuinely can't remember if I do where are those two running off to? Why did these guys need to run? But I did this before on easy. This, as you probably saw, I set to medium. I don't know if medium means that things are going to break down more easily, if things are going to be more expensive, stuff's going to be harder to come by in the trade center, but we'll see. I also want to see, because these feel a little precariously close. So we're going to turn on the heat map, and we are going to go to negative impact on guests. Okay. Yep, that is up a little bit, but there is a way to fix it. And that is by adding foliage around stuff that guests aren't going to like. This was in North America, so we're going to do North America plants. Let's stick some trees around here. The thing that is a little silly is that it doesn't like do a whole view blockage thing. Like, I have this line of trees. That doesn't mean that the guests aren't immediately gonna see it. I did slightly lower the negative area, so... Oh, and I got a present. So we will claim that $500. Let's turn this back on. This is now away from the path, which is great. And that probably came out sounding a lot more sarcastic than I meant it to, but that's okay. Alright. Oh, it looks like they played with that a little bit. I don't see them out here, which means they just came into their... Oh, one of them is leaving the burrow. Barrier status is 70%. We can let that go a little bit longer. Let's check the donation boxes. So we've made 180 there, 400 here, 2,800 here, and 2,500 here. This is why you never forget your donation boxes, everybody, because that is where a lot of your income will come in. Let's see the functionality of my vending machines. I'll call a mechanic just to be safe. Even though there's a line of people for it. Yeah, like I said, I'll figure out something to do with this space. Don't entirely know what yet. If you have any ideas, that would be... I'm totally open to ideas. I just didn't mean to make that quite as big as it was. Maybe I can put a restaurant or something there, or maybe when I get my first exhibit species, I'll cut out a section in here, and I'll do that. Right, and I'm gonna do some more, because I want to have one of these on either side, just to up that education factor a little bit. Let's talk about species reintroduction and ecological restoration. That sounds like that might be related enough that it would make sense to have those together. Okay. Let's check the trading center again. That is not the trading center. Nope. Still no addexes. Wait a sec. Oh, there we are. So is the other one also just coming out? Where? Where? Research. So we get more of that. So we are going to stop there briefly. And we're just going to move on. Try to get one thing in every disease at least. Until we get the next animal. And then we do... Where? Oh, you've been hiding behind here. That makes sense. I don't know why that makes me giggle. That, like... I know that it's just, like, the way that the system is, but I love the fact that there is no hole and its head is just clipping through, the feeder. And looks like okay. We'll get that mechanic down there, because that is a problem. I had hoped that that would mean that the mechanic research was done, but no. Why would we be that lucky? This is medium difficulty. Okay. So... You've still got your head. Now you are hungry. That was another one of the issues, like, when this thing first launched. Is there was an issue when it came to feeders and food enrichment. Because there was some sort of weird glitch going on where if there was food in the food enrichment items, keepers would not refill their feeders. And it was so frustrating. Okay, 59%. Oop. Nope. That's not what we need. We need the mechanic. But it was, again, there were so many problems when this game came out, and I'm not saying it's perfect. Like, every game still has its flaws, but it is so much, it runs so much better than it did when it first came out. Which I would hope it would, because it's been out for, like, what, 3 or 4 years now? Because it came out in, I believe, my last semester of college. And I graduated fall 2019. So yeah, it's about 4 years old now. So again, I would hope it runs better than it did when it first came out. Okay, let's try the trade center again. There is one female. Now she's gonna get really, really depressed and stressed out because she's gonna be the only one that I've got. But, or when does her listing expire? Okay, it expires in 7 minutes. So we'll let that run a little bit. Hopefully I don't lose track. And that's 7 in-game minutes, not like by this, because that would blast by immediately. But it is 7 minutes only when the game is actually like running. And by that I mean like when this is happening, not when it's paused. Which, that's another reason that I prefer challenge mode to franchise mode is I cheat the trading system a little bit, because I don't know if you even can pause it in franchise mode, but when you pause the game, it pauses all of the trading countdown for all of the animals. But there goes my mechanic going back to try and hopefully start the barrier research up. Nope, you're going to the staff room. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Let's give you some healthcare perks. What? He just walked out to walk back in. Okay. I'm just seeing if I can, like, help make stuff more efficient like I did with that, because that should make my staff happier. Quarantine, veterinary surgery, trade center. Ooh! This is why we wait. This is... And luckily these are both for conservation points, but I have enough for both of them. Some of the stuff with the conservation points gets really, really expensive. Like, I am just going to show you conservation credit listings. Okay, and see, like, these get expensive. So when we get there, it's gonna be fun. But that does not matter. I'm gonna see if we can get some more of those later, just because they prefer like a much wider group. Like it said in the Zoopedia that their ideal group size was 2 to 25. Those were the bachelor sizes, so okay. 1 male up to 24 females, so I gotta get a lot of females for that. And let's see what they need for space. Let's pump this all the way up just to see. Okay. And then just pumping up for juveniles, so they're gonna need a big space. And I didn't look what kind of barrier grade they need. Okay. Grade 2. Now we are going to do the smart thing and do this here this time. So that we've got like a nice solid straight line to go with. And back to barriers. Gonna get glass again. Let's start here. I am going to make this just slightly shorter, so that's gonna look weird, but I don't really care. Pull this out here, here, here. I just got an achievement of building 10 kilometers of barriers. I am going to have to extend this probably because this does not feel like it is big enough. Yeah, let's edit this. Going to, where's my delete key? Delete that. And bring it out just a bit farther. Is that enough space? It's better. Because what's gonna happen is as I put stuff down for them, it's gonna give them less space. But we can keep working on it because we will start from here to like here. It's gonna be brick. Gonna get our paths back. Set align to grid. Gonna move this forward. Back there. We are going to go into the habitat stuff. Oh, right, the that went up. So we can give them pumpkin. Because we are approaching spooky season. Now we're going to go into habitat, and we are going to go into the attics this time. Which I guess they don't have any overlapping enrichment. Because what happens is if you get enough research in one species and then another one has those same enrichment items that they like, then even if you haven't unlocked their like a high enough level in research for them, those items will show to be available for them because you have unlocked those items. But we don't have that yet, so we are going to give them a nice big food trough. Because there's going to be 2 of these, or yeah, 2. We are going to put down 2 of these because there are going to be a lot more animals. We're probably going to have to put down another thing of food later. I could do one of those, but I am going to build my first construction, which is going to be very, very basic and very, very dumb, but this, I'm not great at this, so go walls. What kind of walls do we want? Let's have, do we want mud? No. Plaster. No. Wood. Yeah, let's go with... Okay, we have more options with the wood. So we are going to make this. I'm also sorry if this is boring you guys. I'm having fun, but I really like the game, so. Is that corrugation on the right? Yes, okay, that is on the right side. And I gotta put that there. It's here. One here, one here. Let's see. It doesn't need to be super high. So, oops, don't want to fade up that. That's... Let's see. That's too thin for them to get through, but I think they can get through that. And now here's the fun part, because yeah, that says floor. Because roofs and floors. So we've got plastic roofs, but it'd be nice to have, you know, a wood ceiling for a wood building. Let's see if I can... Because this has never been easy to work with in terms of making roofs. Because I did build something once that I called an arachnarium. But it's like... Maybe auto-stacking? Oh, no. No, that's not right. Nope. Do that, because that actually was... Vertical snap, maybe. Into the group. Think. I think this is gonna duplicate. There we go. There we go, and I should have put bedding in before I put stuff up, but that would be the smart thing to do, and smart I am not. So we are going to put some bedding in here. And that is going to become the little Addicts barn. Again, it's really, really simple, and I know that, but like I said, it's the best I can do right now. I'll probably get better as time goes on. I've never been really good at the whole visual creation aspect thing. Now that I am thinking about it, I am just gonna replace that again. Okay. And no new addicts. Oh, they're still under quarantine because I've had it paused this whole time. That makes sense. Let's see. Are they both back in here? Yes. Oh, and I want to show you guys what it looks like when we actually peek in on these, because if you'll remember, I double-clicked one of them earlier and we got a view just straight up of them. So we are going to go into camera view, and this is what the burrow camera looks like, and you can control it, you can zoom it out, you can zoom it in. I love looking at this thing. You can turn it. I don't know if that turns the actual camera that the guests see, but I don't know. I've always thought it was cool. And so we are going to come back out. Quarantine has passed for one of you. And the other one is sick. What are you sick with? But in the meantime, we'll move you in here. And we will put down, while I'm thinking about it, so that I don't forget, more donation boxes. Which here's probably a good place to put one. Here, maybe here. And we're gonna have this, which we are going to show for the addicts. And now we are going to see what you need, because you need a lot more sand. That's fair. So we are going to get the sand, put that in there. Accidentally tossed some out of the zoo, but that's fine, because who cares? Get rid of all this long grass, because you hate it. That was another thing that was good about Zoo Tycoon 2, was that if you were adjusting the terrain inside a habitat, then it would like stop and let you, oh yeah, to habitat species. And like this wouldn't fill in the whole circle. It would only go up to the edge of the enclosure. But this game has so many, like, I don't know if you want to call them redeeming qualities to it, like so many things that make up for it, that for the most part I don't really care, because like it's great. Actually, I wonder, because we've got burrow cams, I wonder if I can, I wonder if there is a way to put in a camera. Construction, maybe? Signs, props, centerpieces, part shapes. Ooh, the inspector's left. Yeah, my education is shit, I know that. I am fully aware of how awful my education is. Yeah, so we will move you in here. And right. I forgot what I was doing for a second. We are looking for cameras. Because, I mean, there's security and, like, security cameras, I think. Barrier. Okay, yeah, there's... Again, I don't see don't see a way to have cameras. That's something that would actually be really cool to have as an update. Is for them to be able to have cameras that you can put in to watch your animals through these other things other than just, you know, burrow cams. Okay, so if I get one of these, I'm just gonna mount this. Just see what happens. Because there is like a camera thing, but maybe that only ever connects to burrow cams. So we'll just take that off. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Habitat web camera. I'm so stupid. So let's stick this right in there and put this here. Or can it not? There's gotta be. Okay, camera view. Yeah, you can see in here. So why can't you do that? Well, I guess for now, let's see if we can just put up just a picture of one of those, I guess. No, we're gonna delete that. Actually, I'm gonna do a little bit. Ooh! Aardvark's gonna mate. That's always adorable, so I'm gonna let you guys watch that while I... Yeah, it's brief, I know. But I am going to look up real quick. Planet, that's not how you spell planet. Planet Zoo. Oh, I should pause this before things get too out of control, because those researches are done. Oh my god, there's so much going on. Now you'll do some research for that. You're just gonna keep going with the barriers, because we need these. Eventually we're gonna need the thick glass, because I'm pretty sure that's what you do for... Because glass itself is waterproof, but I think thick glass is gonna be more sustainable. With, like, the water habitat stuff. But... Planet Zoo webcam to screen. Let's see. No, there is not. That is not... Huh. Oh! It's for marketing. It's for a marketing thing. Which is still fine. It's a little disappointing, but... Maybe they'll add that at some point. Let's see, are you expecting babies? Yes! Because usually, you know, there's a little, like, banner thing up top here that'll tell you, you know, that they're expecting offspring, but I was a little bit distracted, so that is how that goes. Okay. So you guys are doing good. Let's see if there are any more. Nope. No new addixes. And someone left some trash there because they're shitty. Because I do want to get some more addixes before I get anything else. Just because it's so sad and lonely seeing just the two of them in that huge, huge habitat. But, there's some animal in here that has, like, crazy, like, maximum thing. It might be the flamingos? Let me see. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, up to 500! That's insane! That is terrifyingly insane! I'm gonna get a giant-ass pond. But for now. I wondered. Okay, there is no research tab. I thought there was a way to, like, circumvent the whole research thing. With animals that you didn't have by going through the Zoopedia, but I guess not, and I guess that makes sense. That would be really weird. Let's check the trade center again. Still nothing. Because it was super dark. Let's... Actually... I know I should put up lights, but these are so very, very boring and sad. Yeah, 500. Sorry, there's like a huge delay between what I'm recording and what I'm seeing, so I glance over and I just see the chat. But yes, 500 for the flamingos. It's terrifying. Because I know if I do research on the themes, then I can get better, nicer looking lighting. And I technically don't need the lights. High amounts of litter. Okay, that's 3, but I guess with how small my zoo is, 3 is a lot. So this is how I cheat through that. When I get frustrated at the caretakers for not cleaning up what they need to, I will drop them. I will pick them up and I will just drop them where the garbage is. You are, yep, incredibly stressed out because you are too stupid to go into this little barn that is right here. I wish I could pick this up and put it in there too. But instead, you are sitting in your poop. Okay. But see, it's weird, because it's like suddenly them just sitting there. Like, I don't know why, especially when there are people right here. They're like, yep, this is fine. This is cool. Is there? Okay. No, the research for that hasn't gone up yet. Okay. But yeah, I'm like, I built you guys a barn. I built you a barn. And they... hold on, they can get in it, right? No, habitat. Yeah, they can get in there. They have enough room to get in. Because, yeah, that showed a very thin line, but the fact that that line was in there at all? No babies for you yet. But the fact that there was a blue line in there at all meant that they would be able to move at least a little bit. Let's check the trade center again. Still nothing. Yeah, I think that's at least part of what is coming from playing on medium, is that it is a little harder for some of the things to show up in the trade center. But I didn't want to blast through this thing on easy for you guys, because I thought maybe that might be a little boring. Maybe you might want to see me, I don't know, panic if I get into some financial straits. I'm really good at not doing that, but you never know. And there it's clipping through the feeder again. Okay, that barrier's at 62. This one's at 66. I think they're both okay for now. We'll get that to 2 to match the aardvark, and then we'll go back to the diseases. No crime. Well, I would hope so. We're probably going to want to add some food stalls soon, like some actual legit food stalls. But I think we can hold off on that a little bit. Let's get your grazing ball feeder up. And yeah, see, this looks so sad and small. I'm gonna turn this just a little bit. Okay. Also, I don't know if I mentioned or not, but in case anyone was wondering about the microphone that I have now that you see here, this is a Blue Yeti. I know it's a good one that probably a lot of people use, but it was so much better than just using the microphone that was on my computer, because that was really the big problem last week, or one of the big problems anyway, is I couldn't project my voice to be very loud because my grandmother, her bedroom is right upstairs, and sometimes I might end up streaming really late, and so I didn't want to bother her. But I'm sorry, I'm rubbing my hands together and this is picking that up. That's really sensitive. I will work on sensitivity settings for this. Anyway, sorry. But with the Blue Yeti, it is a much better microphone than the one that my computer came with. It's a lot closer, so it can pick up my voice a lot better, because it's not like 2 feet away from me. And the one that I got it from Best Buy, actually came as a package with a pop filter and a download code to the Streamlabs streaming software. So that's what I'm using now, which I am hoping that the stream is going smoothly for you guys. From what I can see, because I've got it pulled up right to my side, because I don't have 2 screens. I have a laptop. So this is my way of seeing chat, but it's also, it's got my stream up. So that is... The visuals seem fine, but I'm not listening to the stream. I'm listening to myself talk in real time, because otherwise that would be some real, speech jammer shit, and that would be... I would not be able to talk at all. Because I don't think I've ever actually used an official speech jammer, but I've had something close to it happen once, and that did not go well. I don't know why I click on this, because the issue is when it says about to have offspring, that can be any time within the next in-game month or two. Yeah, offspring imminent. I love how dire that sounds. Just, I didn't mean to go to edit barrier. I wanted to call the mechanic. I wonder, is she going to have her babies inside the burrow? Nope, doesn't look like it. Nope, but her little hubby did. Or, he's not having the babies. He went down into the, you knew what I meant. Her stress is getting way better. So now we are going to move on to bordetellosis. I think that's how you say that. We will go back and see the babies when she has the babies. But for now... Okay, we gave them one food enrichment, so let's put the grab ball right here. I'm hoping later we can catch one of them using the grab ball, because it is so cute. Oh, and there she is going inside inside the burrow, so I guess that is where she's gonna have her babies. So yeah, we'll check on them in a little bit. But, see? It's so cute! It's just standing there carrying it. That's so cute. And then you just drop it. No, she's not in the barn. Are either of you gonna go in the barn? I built it for you. And it's raining. But, okay. And you're picking it up. Animal trading again. Nope. Let's go back here, see if she's... I don't see the baby yet. The baby will come soon. Huh. Inspector's leaving. I haven't put down any educational speakers. So let's fix that. Put that down here, I think. Attics, and I'm wondering how far out power goes. Okay, so I can probably fit like one or two more facilities in there. And what is... Okay, apparently the trade center doesn't need power. That's interesting. I can probably fit one or two more habitats in before I'm gonna have to have a power facility. So, yep, it is considered June and still no babies. This is why you can't trust when it says like when the animal is expecting, because it said April. It's July. But she'll have them when she has them. Halves, yeah. That's how English works. What was... Okay, no, your fertility wasn't terrible. Still got plenty of life. You still got plenty of life. Check the trade center again. Still nothing. I'm wondering now. There's one buffalo. But I don't want the buffalo yet. Excuse me. But yeah, I am going to... First I'm going to train my keeper, my caretaker at least. Get them working a little more fast. Ooh, yay! I'm gonna have baby Addixes. And let's put in an actual drink store right across here, and we will put... In real life this would be gross, but okay, we've got the Chief Beef, but Chief Beef has a vending machine. So let's put Bernie's Bakes right here and hope that the lines don't cause huge problems. So maybe I should have put those out a little bit further. That's okay. What's the new thing here? At least 300 guests. Yeah, exhibit species, that's gonna be a while. That's gonna be a little while. Have you still not had your babies? It is August. Let's see when... Okay. April of next year, so maybe around August. Is anybody using my goddamn barn? Yes! Yes! Now they're both in the barn. I love this. I do wish that it could be used for like a screen. I can kind of understand now that I think about it why it wouldn't be, because it would probably be primarily used like put on the fence watching into the habitat, because it is a webcam. And other people might not necessarily think, or not think, other people might not necessarily feel the need to put it inside an enclosed shelter. So I guess that makes sense. And at least I did discover what the actual purpose of it was, which was marketing. And this is down to 33%, or 39%. Let's get a mechanic in there now. Okay, yep, and there is, let's see, our food profits. We're in September. We're not going to make that this year, but that's okay. So now we got our Gopi soda. It's made $2.15. This has made $2.99. That doesn't math. That does not math up. Oh well. That'll happen eventually. Or maybe that doesn't... No, that wouldn't make sense. Either way. It is October! What the hell? It is October, and this aardvark still has not had the baby that she was supposed to have in April. Okay. Let's check the trading center again. Still no new addicts. That's okay. Again, I'm sorry if this gets boring to you at any point. Okay, what's breaking down? The vending machine. I think this is about the time where I should be hiring a second mechanic, because there's a lot of things that are breaking down, a lot of stuff going on. So, we'll let you do your thing. Okay, sorry, I saw this guy from a certain angle or a girl rather, that she did not look like the keeper that she was supposed to be, so I was very confused. I was like, did they add new models for the— I love her hair. Sorry. November and still no baby. Trade center, still no addicts. Yeah, there's really not a lot going on here, and I am sorry. But this is the challenge that I posed for myself, and so this is the challenge that I'm committing to. Ditto to cool hair. Yes. And it's like we need another garbage can over here because people are rude. Plus that'll make it easier, I think, for my caretaker to clean stuff up. What are we looking at for? Yeah, it must have just been a thing about the size of the zoo for 3 things being a high amount of litter, but let's get you to work right here. Oh, no. I bought one. I hired one. I could probably do with 2 caretakers now that I think about it. So I'll train you up. I can train both of you. Because you are stressed out, because you are stupid. You have a den. Again, I wish that I could, like, pick these things up and just move them. That would take care of so many problems, except I can't, so it doesn't. Yes, I know you're stressed. I know you're stressed, baby. Just eat. Just eat. You'll be okay. We'll get those barriers up eventually. High amounts of litter. Yeah, I was taking care of that. Okay, why was there not a high amount of litter alert when there were like 6? But then when it dropped down to 4, it was like, oh, nope, this is a problem. there's something glitched out about this? Because your offspring has been imminent for 9 months now. I don't have any, like, weird settings things going on, do I? Like, I didn't fuck up. That shouldn't be. It shouldn't be an issue. Because usually those kind of things only happen, like, they're only adjustable in, like, sandbox mode. Clearly this is not sandbox mode, because I have a limited amount of money. So why have you not had your babies yet? Whatever. That'll happen eventually. Okay, you are hungry. Why? Are you stressed out because there are slats in here? Is that the problem? Because I gave you shelter. I don't understand. You are stressed out and you are walking towards the source of your stress. How is that the intelligent thing to do? Low welfare because you are stressed. I know, alert, you're stressed out. With animals. To give you better food at least. Give you better food at least. And research is done, that's nice at least. Barriers, that brings us to chance to post concrete, electric one-way class. We're close. We're almost there. It'll be easier. And your stress is going up. Or rather, your stress is going down. You guys knew what I meant. Because you can see the little bar here. Animal trading. Ooh! Yes, there's another female. So let's buy her, send her to quarantine. And they're eating, so that's good. It has been a year. It has been a year, and you still have not had your babies. Please. Oh my god. Please. Jesus Christ. At this rate, she's gonna die before she has those babies. And if she has her babies first, I swear, that is gonna be so weird. Yes, she is. I think she is. Yes. It's so cute, though. Look at it. It's so cute. Even way back when playing Zoo Tycoon 2, I always loved the baby animals. They were so adorable. And just with the higher graphics that they have here, they're even cuter. Leave them there. Yes! She is 100% holding them in out of spite. It has been 13 months! I mean, at least I know that it's not like a glitch in the game that none of my animals are... I'm sorry? I'm sorry? Say that again? Just as I was complaining about it, she apparently... Yes! I will show you in a second, as soon as I fix these price things. I think 8 and 5 won't get them too mad. But yeah, let's see. Let's see this little baby. Look at that little thing! He's so cute! He's so tiny! What are you doing there, little buddy? You're so cute. If that thing gets stuck in a way that it just can never leave the burrow, I honestly would not be surprised at this point. Okay, now that I think they're overpriced, let's bring it down to 6. Will that make you happy? 6 and 3. Is that better? Apparently. Okay, guess numbers. Awesome. Because you are stressed. Oh, that is bad. That is bad, bad stress. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If you'd go back in your burrow, this wouldn't be a problem. You know that's your safe space. See, the thing is, like, we all know, I think, that in real life, this animal would know where to go to hide. But we are 2 research levels away from... Let's Let's get you trained up. Because if I have a higher trained mechanic, and Puxatani because I think he saw his shadow and wasn't born for 6 more ever. The baby or the stupid ass dad? I'm gonna assume the baby. I just thought the stupid ass dad because of the whole not hiding when it should. But I literally, you might just be kidding, but let's see, how do you I don't think that's how you spell Puxatani, though. That doesn't look right. Where the hell did I put my phone? Found it. We're looking this up because I will do it. That is how you spell it. I am sorry. That did not look like how it had ever been sounded. How it had ever been You know what I meant. Wow. Okay. P1X. SUTWNEY. That is your name. Yeah, no, you were right. I was wrong. My bad. To be fair, every time I've heard it said, I've never heard the first N said, and I'd never seen it spelled before. Welfare has attracted protesters. Where is my security guard? Because it is not... It's not going to be continuously bad. As soon as I get that one-way glass. Once I get that one-way glass. Once my second mechanic is trained up, I am going to send that one to do the mechanical research instead. Because let's go down to mechanical research. Because with it being like higher star rating, although I am going to wait until this guy is finished, because it probably would have taken a long time. But with more stars, that they can do the research faster. So one. I don't know if I can wait that long. So we will take you off this. We will have you do barriers. Because the thing is that you can't have them train and do their research at the same time. Like, one cancels the other out. Let's see, is the baby's okay at least, but both of your parents are stressed out of their minds, although I guess that's what happens. So you look like you feel better. You don't. You are going in the wrong direction. Little dumbass. Which, see, you're doing better because you're inside the... Or is it just because you're inside the barn, or is it because you feel away from people? You should not have left yet. You're hiding. So you're good. You're not. Let me just check the trade center again. Still nothing. I feel awful, and I feel stupid for feeling awful because I know that, like, these are just, like, computer-generated animals, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, it makes me sad. And you're so tiny. You're so cute. And you're doing better. Okay. And I think it's after we can get one more addicts in that we will start on the buffalo. And also, just because I have moved on to one animal does not mean that I won't go back and get more of another one. Like, I haven't... It's not that I'm gonna be, like... Animal AIs being, like, Common Sense sold separately. Yeah, Can someone tell me where to get that? Because I'd be willing to do that microtransaction. But... Like, I'm not gonna be giving up on one animal, like one species, as soon as I move on to the next. I haven't gotten any more aardvarks because their ideal social group is just 2 adults. But like, I'm not gonna fully fill out the I'm not gonna fully fill out the social group requirement before moving on to the buffalo. So I may periodically go back for them. I want to try and get one more before moving on. Aww. Puxatawny sad. The parents have another child, and that child is a boy. You bet your ass I am renaming that son Phil. And they're all eating. All of these guys are eating. Checking the trade center, still nothing, and we are on year 5. 5 years and 2 animals. I got a shit ton of money though. What can I do with that money? And now you guys are all stressed out. I need this one-way glass so bad. Mechanics, working on the research. I'm going to train you again, get you up to 3 so that when this one, Regina, is done and gets the electric fence, I am going to send Marianne to try and get me the one-way glass faster. Because this is getting a little ridiculous, but there's not really a whole lot I can do other than completely close up the entire enclosure, and then nobody can see anything, and then my guests are going to be mad, and then I'm going to start losing money. If I don't have money, I can't take care of my animals, so what can you do? Check the trade center again. It's still nothing. Ooh, yay, mechanic. Of course. Well, the other one is still training, I think. Yep. Well, I can put the other one on something else later on. I'll probably send them after power. Protesters again. They are... What did I just do? They are not happy. Where are they? Right there, that's where they are. Let's find out where my security guard is. Can the security guard tell the protesters to leave? No. No, apparently they can't. No crime. I really wish my security guard could kick the protesters out. That would be nice. I am working on it, my guys. I am working on it. Because here's the thing, when you really think about it, oops, I understand the whole protesters thing, I do. Because if people see animals having a really rough time, obviously they're not going to like it. The problem is that I am sure, with this poor little baby being so stressed out, all of these people yelling and waving signs cannot be helping. Oh, this poor baby. This poor little sweetheart. It's okay. It's only a matter of time. Still nothing in the trade center. You know, yeah, I think I am just going to do see if I can find any buffalo anyway. I'm gonna pause that so that I can... It expires in exactly 1 second. Zoopedia. Need 3 to 5, but I think I can save this by leaving you in the quarantine for a little while and just checking back. We'll also see just... Okay. I realize that I should just kind of add stuff in, so even the stuff that we don't need right now, because I might need to buy an aardvark in the future, like when one of the ones that I have dies. We got completed vet research. Cowpox virus. We got $48,000. Again, not a whole lot to do with it. That's still just them being all stressed. And now one of my addicts is having problems, but again, all will be fixed once I have that one-way glass. I could play this game forever if I wanted to, so I think I'm gonna go for maybe about another hour. And then see what we've got there. So. Looks like there was a pickpocket or something. The security guard go meow. Did he stop it at least? No. Wait, pickpockets. You just chased one though. Okay. Okay, still no second buffalo. Because I could probably get away with sending them out with 2. But I don't want to leave just the one all by its lonesome. That wouldn't be right. Baby! I'm sorry, I gush at these things. I gush at the little babies because they're so cute. I mean, the graphics of this game are one of the big things that drew me to it because, I mean, they are absolutely beautiful. Like, Zoo Tycoon 2 was, like, pretty decent for its time, but obviously because of its time, it really only had so much that they could do with it. But, like I said, this came out in, I think, 2019, and it is just so beautiful. That has not attended habitat. Okay, I guess you're asking me to send a vet over? Even though I don't think there has really been a reason to have a vet over there. Still just the aardvark. And let's see. I am glad though that at least like with my microphone plugged in now. I'm sorry. I'm still hearing the fan going in the background. But at least with this plugged in and my earbuds plugged into my mic, at least now I can hear what you guys are hearing. So it's not going to be a case of, like, I think everything is fine, and I don't know what the balance is and all that stuff, and then I only find out after almost 3 hours that things have gone horribly wrong and I have wasted so much time. But it's not an issue, so. Still just the aardvark, but you know what I've just realized I can do with all of this absurd amount of money that I have? Let's put in a balloon store. Let's give them some balloons. And I bet my vendors are incredibly overworked. I mean, they're still... Okay, that... I'll hire another one. We'll hire 2 more, so that we've got some replacements. Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of time that's, like, just idle. but that means that some of my staff like won't be. Let's see, statistics. Yeah, most of the time has been on duty, and they are probably worked out of their mind. So yeah, again, hopefully having 2 more staff members will do them some good to switch out with. We have a buffalo. Ooh, and we have an Addicts. Let's adopt both of those and send them into quarantine. And now I will check the Zoopedia for what they need. Okay. Up to 15 adults. So they need a lot of space. And they also need a lot of traversable water because, well, water buffalo. I did not look at the barrier requirements. Grade 3, okay. Luckily, we now have the steel mesh. And gonna have this over here, here, here. And yeah, we're going to dip this a little bit into these staff areas. That's okay. And I'm just gonna stick the gate there, make that transport much easier. And how much space is this? Not enough! That's okay. That is okay. Because what I'm gonna do is I am going to take this, get that out, and pull it more out this way. There. That should be better. Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Research complete. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And we are going to stop that because once the buffalo get into the zoo, then I can move them. Or, yeah, move them. Then I can do the research for them. So you're there. You're here. Play that. And I am gonna need to go into... No, I need to make water first. So we are going to put that here. And I hope that that's going to be enough. Let's see if that'll show in the terrain. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so now we go into habitat. And we find what we need. Not the African wild dogs, the African buffalo. Oh, which they like the grab ball. That's nice. That's sweet. And the grazing ball feeder. Cool. Food trough. I'm gonna put that probably here. I am going to need a water treatment facility, but luckily having it right in this area with the rest of the staff facilities is just perfect because it's already out of the way, like it's already in a space that isn't going to bother guests. And I'm going to build these guys also. Essentially a big barn, but I'm not going to make it out of the wood. I think I will make it out of the mud. Which might seem like a weird choice, but I don't really know if I can switch any of this to... Oh yeah, I was gonna get at least part of this to a barrier that can't be seen through for the animal's sake. I'll put that there, turn it into the brick. I should have thought better about where I was putting that water. What we'll do is remove this. I'll remove the water. I'll put it elsewhere. Where is the surface? There we go. So that I can put the barn over here by the gate. My mud barn. Or not. Let's position snap. No, apparently the mud wall isn't good for... So let's do the plaster. It's not pretty, but it does the job. I think for them, I'm gonna want it... No, it doesn't need to be that tall. Have plaster floor. Okay, do you have... Okay. Let's do a metal plank roof then, I guess. And the fun part. Let's like do that. Move here. Duplicate. I don't know why it... Oh. Oh no. That ain't right. I'm so stupid. Take this and we duplicate it. That's how we fix the problem. As ridiculous as it can be. So now we go down into bedding. And yes, this is a lot of pieces of bedding for this one thing, but this one thing is also very big, and I have the money to spare. So, that's the barn. Let's give them their new water. That much water. So maybe she would move this just a little bit. So how much space we got? It's good to me. Let's just take a look and see what's in the trade center. Don't need any more addexes right now. They're still super stressed out. That is the wrong place. That is not where that goes. What? I accidentally selected them both at the same time. Let's try this again. I don't know how that happened. I thought I was paying attention. Apparently I was not. I mean, maybe they might be able to share space. No, these ones do not. Well, technically they can, they just don't benefit from it. Because another thing about this game that I never really explained, that sometimes I can add into this and sometimes I can't. It depends on the order, because I'm not, like, over adjusting things, is that some animals have an interspecies enrichment, which means that they have kind of like, let me ship a boulder the wrong address. They have, they don't, there's no detriment if they don't share an enclosure with these other animals, but they do get a benefit to them if they do share. Yeah, because like the buffalo benefits from like a lot, but most of the time I'm not really going to be doing it just because of things in order. I mean, I might way in the future, because I think, yeah, the ostrich and the warthog actually do benefit from each other, and they're right next to each other, so those I could get at the same time and put together. But I need to check on you and your idea of your terrain. Your terrain is damn near perfect. I'm just gonna add just a A little bit more of the short grass. And a little bit more soil. There we go. Should be good. And I know, your social group is so bad, but I never moved you to the to the quarantine. Okay, that makes a little more sense as to why that was not well. And it's already gonna be a breeding pair, so that's gonna be awesome. Maybe if I hit play, maybe that'll help things speed along. Oh, right, and I am going to want to do the path around here so that these can be seen. Oops, didn't want to get rid of that. There we go. Everybody is stressed in here. I am sorry. I'm sorry. I know. We're all having problems. This is so bad. Oh, thank God. Now get me my one-way glass, please. If we accomplish nothing else tonight, please give me my one-way glass. So that I don't start crying whenever it is that I start playing this next. Because it feels awful. What? Oh, that's the trade center. I thought that was the workshop for a second. I was like, why is a keeper going in the workshop? The easy answer is they're not. I'm gonna move you in here. I did not want to do that. That was a mistake. I wanted to go to the Zoopedia. Okay, yep. Just one male. And that's it. That's the important thing. Okay, back to my education facilities. It's gonna be the buffalo. And we are going to check the education coverage so we can put an education speaker about these over here. And it has no power. Okay. So if I just move this over, just like a couple feet. There we go. Move you in here. Now we just check the trade center just for fun. Now I'm getting all of these addicts now that I'm like, yeah, I don't necessarily need to keep going. Although now I don't feel comfortable adding more until I can do better for their welfare. My little baby's not a baby anymore. Little baby. The baby's an adult now. Which now causes a little bit of an issue with the social group. So if you'll notice, this says outsider because there's overpopulation. But I don't want to run into an issue of accidentally breeding with her father. So, because I think they have bachelor sizes, right? Yeah, they have bachelor sizes. So where did... Okay, you went over here. So, because I bought him with money, I can't release him to the wild, which is what this little thing means. But I am going to trade him out of the zoo. So now it is just mother and daughter, and then when her mom passes of old age, then I will try to find Poxitani a mate. But for now, this is what we got. Let's see what the trade center looks like. Let's see what the vet research looks like. I never put you on that. Oh, buffalo are so bored. Do they need any... No, they don't need any plant coverage, so we're good there. Look at these. These are just so much muscle. That is just a giant slab of muscle. I think it heard me. It's the new one. Exhibit species inspector report. Conservation rating of 1 star. I love 1 stars. 0.9. Because I haven't released anything into the wild, because I haven't had anything to release into the wild. I'll probably do that when at least one of these babies matures. But for now, I guess we'll just see if it comes up. I wonder if, like, a lot more of the, like, education helps with the conservation. I don't know. So, let's see. What's the next animal on the list? Which I don't think we're getting to tonight. The African crested porcupine. That might be the first thing that we can do next time, whenever that is. So I am going to add it to the Zoopedia. Or not the Zoopedia, the filters for the animal market. So that will be there for us. Yep, because their social group, yeah, the social group is back to being fine. The stress is still not good. We got our mechanic doing more research in there. We got a barn. do we have here? Ooh, the conservation rating. Cool. More sad, stressed. Sad. Integrating. Oh, I get it. Sorry, I was wondering what that meant, and then I guess I realized, because this game tries to go for, like, elements of realism and stuff, that, yeah, I guess once the social group is down to, like, a normal size, they're not just, like, automatically welcomed, so, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Just because usually when I'm working on social groups and stuff, like when it gets too high, what I do is I will send the newly matured offspring. I'll send those to the wild and get conservation points. It's just after all of the bullshit we put up with to get Puxatawny, I am keeping her. She is dying in this zoo. Which I don't think that there will be anything to do that with this time, but in one of the more recent updates, not this last one, but like a couple months ago, Frontier, they're the developers of the game, they added a thing where you can make memorials. And so what I do, I did this once in like a previous zoo, and I don't know how to make markers necessarily for each individual animal, because there's not, or each individual species, because there's not something shown for every single species. But if I go into construction and signs, I think it might be in here. Or, like, when you go to the zoo, there's this memorials tab. When you have an animal that dies in the zoo, it'll be listed here. And you have the option to create a memorial. And it'll give you this little memorial plaque. And so what I did before is I made what I called my memorial garden. And in the memorial garden, I put down these rocks, and each rock represented a different species that I had in the zoo. And every time an animal of that species died in the zoo, I would put up a memorial plaque on that rock for them. And I would mark them with... Sorry, every time there's a new, like, mating animation, I want to show you guys. Just because I think they're cute. Are guests gonna be yelling about my tickets being overpriced now? No. Okay, I was like, really? So I'm gonna guess, because we already had enrichment items available for them, we're not gonna have anything new. But oh, we have an herb scent marker, which we can put over here. But basically, I would go into the construction, and there would be these centerpieces, or like you would have these statues and stuff, or sometimes there would be animal-shaped signs that I would put on top of one of the rocks, and that would be my representation of that particular animal, that would show, like, this is the animal that this represents. And I'm kind of wondering now if there's there is nothing there for aardvarks, so I might just put a big-ass A on top of that rock. And there's the buffalo with the little weight thing. I love it, it's so cute. Oh, finally. Okay. So we've got the... What's that cleanliness? Is it? Oh no. It's called a keeper. Because that's an issue. But now that we have the one-way glass situated, I am going to fix this. To a point where... What? Okay, why is that not... Okay, and the way that we... There we go. All better. All better for them. And now we are gonna work on the glass in the attic's enclosure. And we're gonna make that one-way glass. Make sure that this whole time. Good, 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 good. Awesome. That should solve all of those pesky stress problems. Just want to check your Zoopedia to see your patient with humans neutral, so they're not confident with them. Like, I was checking the elephants to make sure that it showed, that confident was the thing that I was thinking about. But there's, like, confident, shy, and neutral, apparently. So, now we are going to send them that. And I think that it's a little earlier than I thought, because it's 9:40 and I was originally thinking going until about 10, but this seems like a good place to cut it here. So I don't know what it is that I am going to be playing next week. Might be Planet Zoo, probably not, because I want to try and kind of keep things, not keep things interesting, but like bounce back and forth between a bunch of things. I might go back and do Monster Prom. I'll have to start the completionist thing from scratch, but that's fine, because I didn't really get a whole lot unlocked anyway. I might be playing Dragon Age Origins, or I might be playing one of the hidden object games that I have. I might make a poll on it on my YouTube page. I might not. I don't know. So we'll just see how that goes. If you liked what you saw and want to see more, if you could just like leave a comment if you're watching this later, because this is staying up. Leave a like. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, this is where we're going to cut it here. This is going to be my first time cutting the stream with my new streaming software, so if the end of this cuts out a little weird, sorry. But yeah, that's it for tonight. See you on the flip side. Elisa out.